Welcome back to another Sunday School Bible class. This week's lesson is entitled, The Creation of Man. Talking about how the Bible describes God's creation. First He created the light, then the sky, then He let the dry land appear and made the plants and the trees to grow, then the sun, moon, and the stars, then all the fish, birds, and animals. We talked about the different types of animals, the wild animals, and then the domesticated animals, but they were all friendly. There were no wild animals at the beginning. On the sixth day of creation, the same day He made the animals, God created the first person on earth. The Bible says that God formed man out of the dust of the ground and breathed into his nose, and man came alive. God named the first man Adam. Then God planted a very beautiful garden in a place called Eden and put the man in the garden. God told the man that the man could eat of every tree of the garden except one. God told Adam that if he ate of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, he would die. Now all the fruit trees in the garden grew sweet, juicy fruit, probably better than any fruit we have ever eaten today. Then God brought all the animals that He had formed to Adam to name the animals. All of the animals at that time were friendly. None were wild, dangerous, or ferocious. Although all the animals were friendly, they were not like Adam. They could not talk to him or laugh with him like a person could. God said that it was not good that the man should be all alone. So, one day, while Adam was sleeping, God took one of the ribs of Adam's body and closed up his flesh, and from the rib of Adam's body, God created the first woman. When Adam woke up, he saw this beautiful woman and knew that she was created from his rib. So Adam said that she is bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh, so he called her woman. This was the first marriage. The Bible says, therefore, a man should leave his father and mother and stay with his wife, and that they should be considered one. They were joined by God as husband and wife. They were never supposed to split up. God wanted them to stay together for the rest of their lives. This was very sacred in the eyes of God. That meant that God considered marriage very important and did not want anyone to undo what He did by joining a man and a woman as husband and wife. On the seventh day, God rested from all His creation, and He blessed the seventh day and sanctified it. That means that God made the seventh day a special day, a day of rest. If you lived in that condition with perfect weather, a perfect garden, perfect bodies that never got sick, all friendly animals, no work or school to go to, would you choose to eat of that one tree that would make you die? Why do you suppose God put that tree in the garden anyway? The reason God did that is because He had to give man a choice to serve and obey Him. God does not want to force people to serve Him. He loves people. That's why God warned Adam what would happen if Adam ate of the forbidden fruit. God did not try to trick Adam or lie to Adam. God wanted Adam to live and not die. Just as God gave Adam and his wife a choice, our parents give us choices every day. For example, if your parents told you never to play with matches because they were dangerous, do you think they were being mean because they told you not to play with the matches? Or do you think they loved you and did not want you to get hurt? Do your parents watch you every minute to stop you from playing with dangerous things? Do they hold your hand all the time? Or do they warn you of the dangers so you won't get hurt? Our parents warn us about all the kinds of things that can hurt us when we're little, and even when we grow up and become adults. Do you know that things we are warned about can become bad habits if we try them anyway and hurt us later in life? For example, have you ever seen people smoking? Smoking is very bad for your body. Our health officials warn us not to smoke so we won't get sick. But some people smoke anyway. People always will have choices. That's the way God planned us to live. We must make the right choices so we can be happy. When we make the wrong choices, we will suffer the bad consequences. We can choose to do anything we want to do, but we cannot choose the consequences. The consequences of bad choices will always hurt us. The consequences of good choices will always make us better. You can choose to make yourself a better person with God's help. So God gave Adam a choice like He gives everyone else in the world. When we come back, we're going to find out what happened. It is a most important lesson, so please be sure to come back and find out what happened, because the rest of the entire Bible is going to be talking about the results of what Adam and Eve did. Try to bring as many friends and relatives with you as possible. See you next time.